Hello! Are you ready to read? Today I'm gonna show you what I read in January and my TBR for February. The first book I finished in January was To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. I spoke about this in my last video and I told you that I liked it, but I would have probably liked it even better if I read it a couple of years ago. Ja.
Vill du ha en kaffe och en kaga?
Ja, gärna. It was a very fluffy contemporary read about a girl called Lara Jean, and this girl has written a bunch of love letters to all her crushes she's ever loved. And one day these love letters get out into the world. They are sent out to the boys she has loved, and her life takes a big turn and changes a lot. So it was quite fun. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. The second book I finished in January was All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. As I had told you before, I am participating in my own reading challenge this year, where I'm supposed to read a certain book every month throughout the year. So in January I was supposed to read a book that had been recommended to me, and this book has been recommended to me by my very good friend Tove. And she loved this book. She has not stopped talking about it, and now I'm almost as obsessed as her. It really is a good book. I know a lot of booktubers have mixed opinions about it, but I really enjoyed it. When I had gotten to half of the book and I finished the rest, I read it basically in one sitting because I was on a train on my way far away. So I was like on this train for 4 to 5 hours, and then I finished reading this book and I really enjoyed it. I almost cried, but because I was in public I tried to keep my emotions stable. It is about 2 people who are not very happy with their lives. They have suffered, both of them. They meet on the top of the school bell tower when both of them are thinking of jumping off. So 2 suicidal people meet and they get to know each other and they start helping each other out. I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. The third book I actually finished the 1st of February, but since I read it all through January, I will still count it as a January read. January read. January read. Very difficult to say. So it was Tristan and Isolde by Joseph Bédier. I read this for school and I'm supposed to write an analysis on this one the upcoming week, and I'm not very thrilled. But the book itself was actually quite good. A lot of stuff happens in this book, and sometimes just a few pages can be about a couple of years or so. So it was very fast forward. And a lot of stuff happens, and it's an epic love story. It really is. Tristan and Isolde, they fall in love even though they shouldn't, because they drink a love potion which weren't for them, but they accidentally drink this love potion and fall passionately in love even though it's forbidden. It really is about impossible love and their struggle to stay away from each other and to keep their relationship going without anyone knowing. Whoa, to keep their relationship going without anyone knowing. Slogan for Tristan and Isolde. I gave this one 2 out of 5 stars. And now on to my TBR. I am currently reading another book for school, which is Kapten Nemos bibliotek by Per-Olof Enquist. I haven't done my research, I'm sorry, but I don't know if this is actually in English as well. I can look it up if you want me to. It doesn't seem like this one exists in English, but if you are Swedish you might want to read it. I read it for my literature class and I find it kind of interesting so far. I'm about halfway through. We read it together in the class, a couple of pages every week, and we discuss it. So it's very interesting. I think every book is more interesting if you read it together with other people, so that you can discuss it and talk about everything that happens. It's hard to tell you what this is about. It's very poetic. The way it's written is very unique, and in the beginning you don't understand anything. On the back of the book it says that 2 boys had been switched at birth and they grow up in each other's families, if that makes sense, in the same village. And when they are 7 years old, someone discovers the mistake and their lives are turned upside down because now they have to switch back. When I have finished this, I might be able to tell you more, but I won't promise anything because it is weird. Then for this month's challenge book, I am supposed to read a book that is under 150 pages, and that is surprisingly difficult to find actually. But I asked my mother if she had any good books in her bookshelf which were under 150 pages, and she gave me this one. Pojken som kallades det, or A Child Called It by Dave Pelzer. This book is based on a real story about a boy who suffered a lot when he grew up. So it's about both physical and psychological abuse from his alcoholic mother. It is under 150 pages, and that is great for my challenge. So I will read this month. Then if I finish that one, I might also be able to read this one, which is also under 150 pages. So I might be able to read 2 150 pages books this month. And this one is called Grattis Gud, which you can translate into Congratulations God. It's a Swedish author, so I doubt it is written in English as well. The author is called Alexander Skanse. He's a local author in the city where I study, in Lund. I don't really know what it's about, but my mother said that it is very funny and unique and a bit odd, but that it is a fun read. So it's kind of the opposite to The Boy Called It. So I think they can compensate each other. So that was all the books I had for today. Now you have seen my January wrap-up, my currently reading thing, and my TBR for February. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!